Good morning. So we are having today Mr. Subir Kumar Sett. Subir Kumar Sett is with us, and who is known to be an expert in the field of beneficiation. I know beneficiation both in the national level as well as in the international level. So just I like to introduce Subir Kumar Sett. Basically, he's a BE. He did BE in chemical engineering from Regional Engineering College, Durgapur, in the year 1979. And then he did MTech from IIT Kharagpur in the 18 technical and techno commercial paper he has published both in India as well as in abroad. He was closely associated with the components of equipment limited, that is in the chemical crown group. Also he has done very successfully many of the his projects in the area of mineral beneficiation area, and he conducted and executed those projects very successfully, especially in the area of Konkona copper mines, Jambia, East Mill, as well as in the West Mill. Also, he worked in the area of AZL RA mines, Rajasthan, and also he has worked in the area of SK mines, Rajasthan. He contributed significantly in UCIL in Andhra Pradesh. Also, he was closely associated in revamping of copper concentration of National Mining Company in Oman. And also he worked the basic and the process engineering of a large iron beneficiation plant in Iran. And he also conducted the falling film evaporator and one GAP in aluminum sector. He also worked as vice president and the business head in McLeany Bharat Engineering, Kolkata, during the period of in the October 2005 to April 2011. Also worked in the as a associated director technical in Autotech India Private Limited during the period of May 2011 to 30th September 2015. Also, he joined as a SAIL NMDC Chair Professor of IIT ISM Dhanbad in the year 2018. And presently, he is serving at Tata Consultancy Engineers, Kolkata, as a mineral processing consultant. So this is a brief introduction regarding Professor Subir Kumar Sett. Sir, just I like to ask a very basic questions to have a little bit understanding of the people who are not in the mineral beneficiation field. So, sir, can you just tell me what we understand by the beneficiation of iron
Basically, in India, we are very fortunate that our iron ores are practically very rich without doing any beneficiation process. Mostly, we get 62, 63, 64% iron in the ore itself. So what we do, we first, the run-of mine ore, which is very big in size, that is crushed to a size which is acceptable to blast furnace. And generally, the crushing is done and screening is done to find get a screened size of minus 40 mm plus 10 mm, which is directly fed to the blast furnace if alumina and silica, which is considered to be poison for blast furnace, is an acceptable limit of 4%. The minus 10 mm material, naturally during crushing, you generate fines also. So minus 10 mm material plus 1 mm material, that means 1 mm to 10 mm material, that goes for sintering. As far as SAIL is concerned, Steel Authority of India Limited mostly does sintering of the fine ore, and they are now progressing for pelletizing. Now this minus 1 mm material
Sir, I will take a pause. No, just basically we are discussing about the anode beneficiation in the sale mines. Yeah, I mean, before going as you are going in the detailed part of the beneficiation process, but before that, just let's have a very basic fundamental in the processing part, processing of anode. Sir, as we understand that basically whenever we talk about a beneficiation, we basically follow the two route. One is the dry circuit, other is the wet circuit.
Right.
And concentrating on the circuit part, which is the really beneficiation of anode in our cell mines. So, what basically we understand how we can classify the dry and the wet circuit, or the dry and the wet beneficiation process.
Correct. Yeah. Basically, after crushing, when we are taking out this minus 40 mm and plus 10 mm, that is material in between 10 mm and 40 mm, that is dry circuit.
Okay.
We don't add any water over there. Even 10 mm to 1 mm to 10 mm also, we generally do not add any water, and that goes directly to your sintering plant if alumina and silica is in acceptable level. But that minus 1 mm material, we go for washing, we go for, we use water jet on the screens so that the screen efficiency increases, and because the material is very small, so that comes down as a slurry below the screen.
But I'll interrupt once again. Sorry, sir. But actually, what happened? What we understand in the beneficiation many a times, even some of the very senior people, they talk that beneficiation is all about. I mean, dry circuit also we consider as a beneficiation process, and which is not, as you are saying very rightly. This dry circuit is nothing but basically we are sizing the ore, and we are not basically adding the value to the mineral.
Correct.
So we cannot consider the dry as one of the beneficiation process. But many times in the mining world, people say that we are adding two process, one is dry, other is circuit. But basically now, as per your information, you are saying that no, beneficiation is nothing but the wet circuit operation only.
Yes.
Sir, please, sir.
Now, the moment you do a weight screening of minus 1 mm material, so now you can understand all the silica and alumina which are generally remain adhered with the iron ore, that goes down to that minus 1 mm material. So minus 1 mm material, as far as sale mines are concerned, are not very high. The percentage of minus 1 mm material is hardly 5 to 7%, and that is why your management focus on that particular area is not very intense. But sale has started doing beneficiation.
But sir, we have found that in our management in the mines, especially in the sale context, sale mines, people are not going for the wet circuit operation, because I had a lot of interaction with many of the GMs. They are saying that once we go for a wet circuit operation, there is a loss of slime of 40%. That is one part. Other is that how I mean the management of that tailing or the management of the slime is also another issue, because nowadays the pollution control board and other statutory authority, they are very stringent, and so it is very difficult to find a space where we can dump the tailing part. So that is why most of the people, they are following the dry circuit route, which is not a beneficial process as per your information. So how we can deal with this? Means how that perception, that concept that people are carrying, that there is a loss of 40% of mineral in the wet circuit. So why I will go for dry wet circuit? Why not to operate the dry? So can you comment on that? I mean,
Yes. SAIL, basically Steel Authority of India Limited, is one of the pioneer in starting beneficiation of minus 1 mm material since very long. And that time the route for iron ore beneficiation was not really established in India, but they have tried in many ways. And because of these very old plants, some modernization is required to reduce that loss of slime, what you are telling. During mining of iron ore, you get pockets of blue dust, which is very fine iron ore, but high grade iron ore, might be 66, 67% iron. When that comes, that invariably that goes below that 1 mm screen,
Yeah.
and comes to that beneficiation area.
exactly.
What we do in a beneficiation area, we use lot of spiral classifiers. The heavies goes to the concentrate, and the lighter material is pumped to hydrocyclone. The period when these plants were established, there were not really any control on hydrocyclone. So the hydrocyclone runs in its full speed. I mean, feed pump to the hydrocyclone runs in its full speed, and these fine blue dust particles, they all report to the hydrocyclone overflow, which is a loss because this hydrocyclone overflow directly goes to the tailings layer. We not only we lose these iron ore particles, but this creates a jamming in tailings thickener also because it's a high settling property. So,
But sir, nowadays the latest concept in the beneficiation is that one of the concept is that even in the Tata Steel mines they are going for it and they are doing it very successfully. We are talking about a zero slime discharge or zero tailing concept. So where we will not establish any tailing pond, and so they are basically in, especially in the Joda iron mines of Tata Steel, they are adding a chemical, and they are and after adding the chemical, the Fe is settled at a different point, and alumina and the silica they are also settling precipitated at the different point, and they are taking out, and finally the that water is left out, and which they are recirculate in the plant. So I mean this can be taken care through this concept also. What is your view, sir?
but this is not a zero discharge concept because you might be your iron ore yield might increase,
Right.
but alumina and silica what you get, that ultimately you have to reject. No,
Yes.
you might be having some place.
So that is
in your,
that should be kept in somewhere.
yes.
So that is
And
also
you might be having some place to keep those things in your own premises, and that is why you are telling that I don't discharge anything. But there are rejects.
There are-
It can never happen that you are enriching an ore and there won't be any reject. There has to be a reject. And what you were asking me just 1 minute before, 1 minute ago, that dry circuit is preferred by cell engineers. I tell you, in dry circuit, I do not want to take the name of the mines, but in one of your mines, there is no wet circuit. So even -1 material also goes to blast furnace. I mean, sintering plant and that blast furnace. But the silica and alumina in that -1 material is very high.
So that remains. That remains, and that is getting a slag in the blast furnace.
Not only that, your coke consumption for
That also enhance. Coke consumption will enhance.
goes up. If the alumina percentage goes beyond certain limit, it may create an accident in blast furnace. That is also there.
And nowadays, especially in the context of sale, I mean, we are importing the coal. So, I mean, from our local collieries, we are not getting that good quality of coal because our coal is having a high ash content. So, in this context, so we cannot afford to keep the high silica in the anode. And because in that case, we need to charge more coke in the blast furnace, and which is a very costly affair as on date.
Not only that, slag volume goes up, so your actual
So,
required volume for the
economically,
steel volume goes down. So your blast furnace yield goes down drastically the moment silica and alumina in the blast furnace feed goes up beyond a certain percentage. So I always advise that -1 mm material should be beneficiated in a wet circuit. Existing, I don't say that Cell should scrap their existing plants and have new plants. No, a little modification in the existing
So,
plants.
what can you just highlight? What are those modifications we should look for?
Yes, this hydrocyclone feed pump should have a VFD motor where you can vary the speed of the pump
Very good.
so that the cyclone feed pressure can be changed. So I don't say that you go for a mineral analyzer of 10 crore because it will not be economically justified. So one has to
With the available resource, how this
one
can
has
be
to
done?
set a particular speed and see whether in the underflow he is getting alumina and silica or not. If it is not in acceptable limit, he will reduce the pump speed further and then see. Like that, he has to fix the speed. Not only that, blue dust, as I was telling, that blue dust can come out from any pocket in the mines, which is very fine iron ore. That will even after taking this preventive measure of varying the speed of the pump, it may report to the hydrocyclone overflow. So I will prefer to have a high intensity magnetic separator in hydrocyclone overflow. The reject will go to tailings thickener, but if you put a high intensity magnetic separator.
Sir, already you have visited most of the mines of RMD mines. So can you tell me this whatever action plan you are saying? Can you just relate to a particular mine so that the concerned mines can take that action?
Yes, Megataburu, Kiruburu, Bolani, they have stopped their wet circuit because their tailings pond is full. But once they start their wet circuit again, they should have a wet, all the mines should have in their wet circuit a high intensity magnetic separator, ground separator only, before the tailing is discharged to the tailing thickener. And it will not only increase the yield of iron ore in the wet circuit, at the same time, the tailing thickener operation will be very smooth because high settling particles will not go to the tailing thickener anymore. So that way, let me tell you very frankly, I have never seen a company having a tailing thickener in spare, but SAIL has. So all those problems will not occur. The moment you take out the high settling particles, here means iron ore particles. If you take out that iron ore particles through a drum magnetic separator, high intensity wet magnetic separator, then the tailing thickener will get only silica, alumina, clay, kaolinite and all these things, which can be settled very comfortably, and there will be no jamming. Tailing thickener load will be down. The thickener overflow, sometimes it is getting muddy. That will never happen. You can get that water recirculated back to the process again. So you save water,
And at present already, as you know, especially the Meghalaya mines is facing a problem. And they are not running the weight throughout the year. So only during the monsoon season also, because there is a scarcity of water. So water is advantage is a very the vital resource. And until and unless we have a sufficient recyclation of the water can be it has to be done. Otherwise, we will not be able to operate the weight circuit.
The moment tailing thickener overflow becomes very clean, and it is
we can recycle it.
I tell you, per ton of ore, your consumption of water will be hardly 0.1 to 0.2 meter cube per ton.
Very.
So that also you say you increase the iron fines yield in the wet circuit, which at present might be in the range of 30-40%. It may go up to 60-65%. Only two controls are required. One is high intensity weight magnetic separator and a control in the speed of the hydrocyclone fluid pump. These two things, if incorporated, at least
but along with the available structure.
Yes.
So and I am sure that this is not cost the management very.
No.
So it is with a minimal this thing modification we can produce a better yield.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, sir, can you highlight what are the other techno-economic automation that can be adopted?
That is one of the greatest difficulty in iron ore. Your steel price lies between 40 to 47,000 rupees per ton. So if you want to really, iron ore is the easiest thing to beneficiate. Let me tell you. But we cannot go for a high grade of automation because it is technically it is not feasible. I can always have a mineral analyzer at the hydrocyclone overflow or hydrocyclone underflow, and I can fix a setting that if the alumina and silica percentage together goes beyond 4%, increase the speed of the pump so that those things are thrown into the overflow. But a mineral analyzer will installation, commissioning and all will cost you not less than 10 crore. Which is not really economically feasible. So particularly when your wet circuit is basically 5% of the total load. No. So for that 5%, installing a mineral analyzer,
it is not.
It is technically not. The payback period might be 6 years, 7 years. So naturally, management will never agree. So that is why I was telling someone has to manually see which should be the speed to get rid of silica and alumina in cyclone underflow, which is our desired product.
Sir, another problem we are often finding, in fact, so there's especially once we run the wet circuit, that is also another, problem which the management, mines management, they are facing. Once they run the wet circuit, there is a check, there is the issue of the flowability of the ore. So the ore is getting jammed in the different transfer point. So can you throw some light how this flowability of the ore can be enhanced, especially when we are operating in the wet circuit mode?
The only answer is you do not have a control on water addition to your wet circuit. It is absolutely depends on the operator. Sometimes the screen water jet is not working, he opens up the hose pipe over there. He doesn't know how much water is going, whether it is really affecting the screen efficiency or not. Naturally he doesn't have that idea to understand. So there should be a water balance for the circuit. Not only that, I would like to tell you, once a hydrocycle is installed, there are only two things in your hand: the feed pressure and the percentage solid in the feed. Nothing else you can control. So percentage solid if you cannot control, because in upstream, in downstream, how much water has been added, people do not know. They do not have a count. So the moment things come into the water circuit, all water should be controlled through control valves. That in a screen, if I add 4 meter cube per hour water, if you add that water through water jet, that can be reduced to 0.8 meter cube per hour. So you save water also, and the percentage solid in the hydrocyclone feed is also maintained. If required, in hydrocyclone feed pump, I will add water, but it should not be very diluted that hydrocyclone will not function. So water management in a very, very controlled manner will not only save water, but also it will help in operating the plant in a much more smoother manner, increasing the yield in hydrocyclone underflow.
Yes, sir. We are, at the end, sir, how we can, how we can conclude, and what is the, what are your specific, very specific suggestion you can tell us to enhance and for enhancing the yield and the operational effectiveness in the wet circuit?
Basically, that's what I was telling you. Controlling hydrocyclone operation and controlling water addition in different points of water circuit, along with installation of a wet high intensity magnetic separator in the tailing line, which is going to the tailing signal. After things are magnetic, things are attracted through the wet magnetic separator, the rest of the slurry can go to the tailing signal. So in these three things, if it is really taken care, your wet circuit efficiency will go up by 20 to 25%.
Yes. So, sir, as sir has very rightly pointed out, and very he has mentioned about the three action plan. These are the three action plans suggested by Professor Kumar Sett from IIT State Chair Professor of IIT IS Denmark. So, sir, we are really thankful to you for sparing your valuable time and also enlightening our participant who are a little bit, as on date also, they are not well aware about the beneficiation process of iron. So once again, sir, on behalf of MTI management and on behalf of me, I am expressing the heartfelt thanks to you for spending your valuable time. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.